You are watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Wednesday, Friday, or Saturday, and you know what those days mean. It's time for another AEW Event Center report for either Dynamite, Rampage, or Collision. And now, here is the host of the AEW Event Center Wrestling Report, New Bedford's version of Tony Schiavone, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans, 1977, episode 1693 of the show. It's going. Good morning, 9:30 a.m., September 22nd, 2024, excuse me, and it's the first, I'm dating myself 20 years back, episode 1693 of the show, and September 22nd, 2024, 9:30 a.m., first day of fall. How's it going, everybody? We're going to talk about what happened on AEW Collision last night, but first and foremost, some congratulations go out to Kelly Kincaid and Elton Prince. They got themselves a baby. That's right, they got themselves a baby. So, that's why Kelly Kincaid has not been on NXT, because she is on maternity leave now. And so that's why we have not seen Pretty Deadly on for a long time. So, that's why, everybody's talking about the tag team division and all that. And, well, Elton Prince is a daddy. And Kelly Kincaid is a mommy, so congratulations to the two of them. Let's talk about what happened on AEW Collision last night. Ring of Honor tag team titles were online, the Bunkhouse Brawl. Dustin Rhodes, Sammy Guevara going up against, defending the tag team titles against the Undisputed Kingdoms, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. And during the matchup, Dustin Rhodes wrapped some barbed wire around one of his boots and kicked Mike Bennett in the groin. Ouch! That's all I'm going to say. Ouch. Hopefully Maria Kanellis can play nurse tonight. Or hopefully, I say hope Maria Kanellis played nurse last night for her man. If you know what I mean, to cure that. Anyways, at the end, though, Rhodes and Guevara did retain the tag team titles. More on the champs. Lexi Nair interviewed Mark Briscoe, Kyle O'Reilly, and Hologram, but the premier athletes with smart Mark Sterling interrupted them, saying that there's no shenanigans and all that from you guys and all that. And then Mark Briscoe goes, oh yeah, but you might be one to cause all the shenanigans, but we got a Zukar. Rocky Romero will be in the corner in that trios matchup. Meanwhile, Britt Baker cutting a promo said she'll make her return to in-ring action on the 50th anniversary show. Who's going to challenge her? More on that. Meanwhile, Lexi Nair interviewed Eva Uno and Alex Reynolds talking about Darby Allin, and I think Eva Uno was talking too much smack about Darby Allin. Darby Allin got into his face and basically said, I'm going to beat you, then I'm going to beat Moxley, and I'm going to get my world title. So there's that. And the trios matchup that was forementioned, Mark Briscoe, Kyle O'Reilly, and Hologram took on the premier athletes, Josh Woods, Aria Daivari, and Tony Nese with smart Mark Sterling in their corner. And all right, good. So that match happened, and smart Mark Sterling tried to get involved. Rocky Romero says, In the end, the conglomeration and Hologram ended up winning the matchup. Briscoe and O'Reilly and Hologram ended up winning that matchup. Meanwhile, Mace Madden and Mansoor, the MXM collection, addressed the Acclaimed and Max Caster in his jacket. And it seems like they've given it a makeover, and they'll reveal what's happened to the jacket next week. I would not be surprised if they wrecked it. That's going to tick Max Caster off, and that will not be a very good thing for Mace Mountain and Mansoor. And if I were Max Caster, you can roast him with a wrap, or you just roast him in the ring. That's what I would do. If somebody trying to mess with my clothes and everything else. Also, where are we here? Oh, that's right. Women's action, of course. I read everything down. Mariah May and Lady Frost in a non-title match, title eliminator matchup. And Mariah May ended up winning that non-title match as she'll defend the title this coming Wednesday against the Magical Girl, Mariah May will defend the AEW Women's World Title against the magical girl Yuka Sakazaki. So will Mina Shirakawa be involved? If so, at what capacity? She's still conflicted about what happened between Mariah May and the timeless one, Toni Storm. We'll find out this coming Wednesday if she is going to be there. Mina Shirakawa says she is coming. So we'll see what happens there. Lexi interviewed Will Nightingale about what her next step is after her feud with Chris Statlander. Deonna Purrazzo and Taya Valkyrie interrupted her. It looks like a challenge has been thrown down, and we shall see what happens in that situation. Darby Allin went one-on-one with Evil Uno, and despite Alex Reynolds' involvement in the matchup, Darby Allin did pick up the victory, giving him momentum this Wednesday as he goes against Jon Moxley, putting his world title shot on the line. Meanwhile, Renee Paquette interviewed Jeff and Karen Jarrett about the situation with Hangman Adam Page, and Jeff Jarrett is determined to defeat Hangman Adam Page. So we'll see what happens in that endeavor. Meanwhile, Queen Aminata, more women's action. Queen Aminata and Serena Deeb went one-on-one, and Serena Deeb defeated Queen Aminata. A heck of a matchup between those two ladies. Queen Aminata still on the young side. Serena Deeb's got the experience. We'll see what happens. More on Serena Deeb, by the way. So as the night continues on, Renee Paquette interviewed Saraya and my favorite lovely Australian. One of my favorite Australian ladies in wrestling, the lovely Harley Cameron. Not only she's beautiful, she's funny and talented. That's for sure. And they talked about Saraya's rules matchup. There was 10 rules. I'm not going to go over the rules, but because basically they all favor Saraya and not Jamie Hayter, which I think they're dumb, stupid rules. And I'm hoping that it will backfire. And I'm afraid it's going to backfire on both Saraya and the lovely Harley Cameron. Big mistake, Saraya. Big mistake. Because Jamie Hayter, she's going to use her noodle to find her way around the situation. You never know for sure. So we'll see what happens. Lexington interviewed the champs after retaining their titles in that bunkhouse matchup, and Sammy Guevara now is having his sights set on the TNT title. It seems like to me. He's challenging Jack Perry for it seems like, and we shall see what happens when that match goes down. They said the 5th anniversary show, as you remember, Sammy Guevara and Jack Perry are 2 of the 4 pillars of AEW, alongside with MJF and Darby Allin, but they all went their different directions. It looks like the Young Bucks did a good job of breaking up that 4 pillars, making them go separate ways. And without those 4 pillars, AEW is going to crumble. And I think the Young Bucks, well, they made a dumb mistake doing that behind the scenes. Then the All-Star 10-man tag, Hook, FTR, that's Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, and the Outrunners, Triple Floyd and Truth Magnum, going up against the Grizzled Young Veterans. That's Liverpool's number 1, Zach Gibson, James Drake, the Roosh, the Beast Mortos, and Roderick Strong of the Undisputed Kingdom. And winning the matchup is the team of the Grizzled Young Veterans, Roosh, Beast Mortos, and Roderick Strong. Now, Serena Deeb was talking about the 5th anniversary show, and she's decided to challenge Britt Baker to a matchup. Will that matchup happen? Well, we shall see. Meanwhile, to end Collision, Nigel McGuinness has decided to once again double down on his challenge to Bryan Danielson. He seems like he's been obsessed with Bryan Danielson ever since Bryan Danielson did win the AEW World Title, and Nigel McGuinness came out of semi-retirement to wrestle in that Casino Battle Royal, did not win. But it seems like to me that Nigel McGuinness is so obsessed with Bryan Danielson, and he wants, he's demanding that the match happen. But the problem is that Bryan Danielson is not medically cleared. And if he is medically cleared by that time, he would fight him. Tony Schiavone says, you know what, I've known you for a long time, I've worked it, enough. Or enough. If the man's not medically cleared, he's not medically cleared, he can't compete. If he was, he would kick your butt. He's not back down from a challenge yet. And believe me, he's not going to back down from this one if he's medically cleared. And then Nigel McGuinness just basically Tony Schiavone to shut up and basically continued on. And he is obsessed. Nigel McGuinness, you got to slow your roll, my man. You got to be patient. I'm sure Bryan Danielson's got good reasons. He's not medically cleared. The man's not medically cleared, Nigel McGuinness. So keep running that mouth, and Bryan Danielson may, medically clear or not, could end up shutting it up without even doing anything. So will that match up in a Grand Slam? We'll find out this Wednesday. So that's all the time we have on this show. Got to get ready for church and all that, and I'll probably upload and do all this video when I get home. So thank you for tuning in, and until the next episode comes running around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.